Hey buds, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Megan Rigel if you are new here. If you are returning for another video, thank you guys so much. You are all so appreciated. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications so you do not miss any future videos. In this episode, we are going to talk about the seasonal people in our lives, what the heck that even means, who these people may be in our lives, and the importance of being able to let people come and go the same way we do when seasons come and go. Again, I'm so super excited you're joining me, and we're gonna go ahead and just jump into this. So let's get started. Just like the seasons come and go and they change and we have different memories, we learn different things in different seasons, we get to experience different things in different seasons, can be the same thing with people, and they can also be seasonal in our life, meaning they can come and go, and that's perfectly fine. I think we live in a day and age where we are kind of forced to feel like we have to be the person who holds on to a relationship, whether it's romantic or non-romantic, and we get really attached and we feel like this person's supposed to stay in our life forever because we built such a strong friendship, or we have such an amazing relationship, and we have this great family and all these things, so we feel like this person's meant to stay in my life forever, not just a season. But that's not the reality sometimes. So in this video, that's why I wanted to talk about it, because I want to reinforce how important it is to know that it is okay and it is normal to have seasonal people. You're not wrong for letting people go. You're not wrong for outgrowing people who aren't growing with you, especially if they've had the choice. You're not wrong for moving past toxic and bad cycles. You're not wrong for getting rid of people who no longer belong in your season. Even though it can be upsetting and it can suck and it can hurt because you love this person or these people or this group or whatever the case may be, it may not be that they're meant to be with you for the entirety of your life. Maybe they're just here for the season to teach you something. So you guys all know I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. There can be a lesson, it can be a blessing. Most of the time it's both. Lessons come, with those blessings and everything. So I think it's important to remember with that people who are seasonal can be there for a reason. Maybe they were there to teach you how to be more patient or to be more kind. Maybe they were there to teach you how to be a better person when it comes to how you talk to people or how you treat different people. Maybe they were there to just simply show you that you need to be more precautious of this type of person. Maybe they were there to teach you. Maybe they were there to help you get an experience with something you've never experienced. Maybe they're the first person who made you get on a roller coaster or helped you transfer your diet to something that you never imagined. Every person who comes into our life comes in for a reason, and that could be good or bad. Unfortunately, when it's bad, sometimes it could be a toxic cycle, or it could be a bad friendship, or it could be somebody who harms us physically or emotionally or mentally. But with everything bad that happens, there is always a silver lining, and I truly believe that. Something could be very tragic and very bad to us, but we can always find something that is good that comes from that. Like I've said before, you can look at the glass half empty or you can look at it half full. And if you choose to look at it half full, what did you learn from this person? What did you experience from this person who was in your season? Try to put in your mind that these people, the person, whoever it is, could be here again for the sake of teaching you, for the sake of giving you a new experience, whatever the case may be. But it does not mean that they have to stay. You do not have to keep this person. You can let go of that attachment when it no longer serves you. When it's no longer conducive to your future or beneficial for you or to you, it's okay to let that person go, the same way that, when a new season changes, we change over. We go into the next season. We put away our summer clothes and we pull out our fall clothes when those seasons change. And it's the same thing that we can do with relationships, with friends, family, whatever the case is. It's perfectly normal and it's okay. So really quick, that's what I wanted to express in this video, that it is not your place to feel the urge and the need to hold on to certain people when they are no longer conducive for you. Now, that's not me saying that the minute anybody does something that you don't like or it's a minor inconvenience, you completely cut somebody off, because that's not reality either. But if somebody is no longer serving you and they're no longer good for you, and maybe they're just toxic or they're just very bad and not good for your spirit or for your mental or your emotional needs and things that are good for you, that is when it's time to really figure out, is this person somebody who is just meant to be here seasonally? I can think about a friend who I had as an example, and this friend and I got very, very close during a time that I needed this person. I needed them more than anything. They understood me, they understood what I was going through, and in that moment, in that time, it was a short time frame, but in that time, I learned from this person how to be more assertive. how to make my voice more heard in the situation that I was in. I learned to not let other people walk all over me because of this person. And I really cling to that because I needed that in that moment. Unfortunately, later down the line, things happen. I found out the type of person that my friend was, and I no longer wanted to be associated with that. It was something that was getting to be very bad. It was bad for me, for my mental, it was bad for my physical health, it was bad for a lot of things, and I just didn't want to be with that person anymore. I didn't want to be a part of that friendship. But I realized in that moment, I don't have to hold on to this person. I don't have to sit here and apologize and try to fix it and figure out how we can make our friendship work. They're just no longer serving me because they're not the person that I thought they were, and they're not going to be the person that I need them to be anymore. So while I learned lessons, I experienced things, I had a great friendship while that person was in my life, it's no longer conducive to me. And I don't need to spend my energy or my time the same way you don't need to spend your energy or your time trying to make something and somebody belong in all seasons of your life when they're meant to only be here for a reason. So the guilt that you have for not understanding why you can't seem to let this person go, or why or how you can make sure that you manage to make this relationship work. Maybe you ask yourself every day, what am I doing and how can I fix this, and whatever the case is. Some things are just not meant to be fixed because some people are meant to come in your life for a portion of time or for your season versus being here forever. And that is perfectly normal. It is perfectly okay. And that's really what I wanted to reiterate in this video. So how do you do that? How do you let go of people? How do you push them to the next season or pack them away in your fall clothes bag when all your summer stuff is coming out? How do you do that? Let's talk about that because that's super important. If you don't understand how, then you can't, obviously. So on top of just knowing that, number one, knowledge is everything. Knowing that that is okay, I think, is your first step. That's perfectly normal. You're not abnormal. You're not experiencing anything that other people haven't experienced. Like my mom says, you're not reinventing the wheel. This is something that has happened since the beginning of time, and it will continue to happen. Seasonal people are normal. So reminding yourself that, remembering that, putting that theory and that thought into your mind, into subconsciously remembering it, is the first step, being able to let go of these people. The second step is, I always find it easy to say, have you done everything that you could have to really fix this, to work on your relationship with this person? Not even just fix it, I'm not going to say fix, but have you done everything to be the good person, to be that friend? Have you done everything that you possibly can in your power to have a healthy relationship with this person? If the answer is yes, and they are still no longer conducive for you, then maybe it's time to let that go, and that's fine. So being able to ask yourself those questions, are they going down the path that you want to go, or are they staying on this negative path or this non-conducive path or something that's not going to be good for you in your future? And if it's more on this end, then it's okay to let them go and to let that season take off and take them with it. But if they are good for you, and they are moving down the positive path, and there's better things that come, the good outweighs the bad, then maybe that is a person who is worth trying to kind of work through those seasons. But if not, please let that person go with the season. Let them fall with the leaves, or go away with the waves of the summer, whatever the case is. Let them be in that season. Take what you learn from them. Now, another step that I know always personally helps me is just knowing that you're not alone in this. This isn't a just you struggle. It's not just a me struggle. This is something, like I said, that has happened since the beginning of time. So you're not alone with having to make these decisions. But sometimes they're the best decisions for you. Sometimes I think about how many times do we hold on to something so tight that we are not even leaving room for something that could be better. Whether that's a friend, a relationship, a job even, a house, whatever the case is, how many times do we hold on so tight to something that we are literally hindering ourselves from finding the next best thing? Maybe this person was meant to be in your life for a seasonal reason, but they have to be able to be removed during this season as it changes, because you need to be able to make room for better people, for more growth, for more conducive things in your life. So I think it's good in comforting yourself with knowing not only knowing that, yes, this is normal, but just reminding yourself that this probably won't be the only person who's going to be seasonal in your life, and that is unfortunate. Let me just remind you that sad things happen. I'm not telling you to just be like, okay, move forward with it. You can definitely be sad about it. It's unfortunate. It stinks, and it's really, really sad. So you can definitely grieve over the loss of a friend or a family member, relationship, whatever the case is, when you lose them as a person in your life. But comfort yourself in knowing that Even though you may experience this again, you're not alone, and it's normal, and you are probably making room for something even more significant and better than you ever imagined. So hold on to those things. Hold on to the good things that can come of this. And you never know. Maybe this person who was going down this path just needs some growth. Maybe they just need to learn themselves better and to heal themselves and to be, learn and grow and to be the person that they need to be in order for you guys to have that friendship, to have that relationship. Maybe the timing just isn't right for this relationship for you. But maybe in the future, if they're able to work and heal and fix themselves, they can come back to you and you guys can meet up again in the future. So I think it's important to just hold on to the positive things. Again, you can look at the glass half full, which is what I prefer to do. And if you look at it half full, there could be so many things that come from letting this person go in the season. It's really important to remember that that is okay. And please make sure that if something is calling you and something is telling you to let go and to let this season cleanse you and to move into new things and to have greater things to come, then go for it. Do it. Again, be sad about it, experience those grieving moments, experience the sad and the bad things, but 100% make sure that you understand it's okay, it's normal, and who knows what's to come. Just hold on to all the good things and the positive things that can come from this and experience the happiness that can come with your new season. The seasons come and go, and that will never change. So will people in our lives. But remember to the lessons that they teach you. Hold on to the happiness that they gave you in those moments when you guys were able to be in each other's lives. You can remember those things, and again, maybe in the future, you guys will cross paths again. Even if it's a family member or whatever the case is, you may cross paths again where everybody's healed and where they need to be for you guys to meet up and have the relationship that you're meant to have. But hold on to the good things, the fun things, the happy things that you learned while this person was in your life. But feel no guilt for letting it go if it no longer serves you. I hope that you guys always remember how amazing you are loved, you matter deeply, you are seen, you are heard, you are appreciated. Please make sure that you guys subscribe, like the video, comment if you have any suggestions, if you have any ideas about how people can also make this easier for them. Have you experienced it? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you again so much for watching and have a fantastic day.